Today is September 1st. I had a bunch of scans done, CT scans done last Friday. I saw my oncologist yesterday and got those results. She gave me a copy of them, and there's a lot of information on here about what they found. But it's not good news. My disease has progressed beyond a point of recovery. If I choose to do nothing, or to stop all treatment, and because what we're doing right now is not working, I would have about 6 months. She wants to put me on Abraxane, an intravenous chemotherapy, and I'm not willing to do that because I've been on Abraxane before and I know my quality of life when I'm on that chemotherapy. In best case scenario, if she puts me on it and it works, it's going to give me 2 years. And that's not worth it for me. So we talked about some other options. There is a trial that I have to, and I mean, I have a list of medications here, most of which I can't even begin to pronounce. There's about 4 of them, and it looks like it would be like a combination of 2 or a combination of the other 2 with a trial. So I have to do some research and see what those medications, what the side effects are, what the statistics are for them. But even with those, she printed me up some information, and the best case scenario with these is about 2 years. So I guess it doesn't really matter which way I go. It's just kind of a matter of your comfort level and your quality of life in the meantime. So chemo's out of the question for me. I'm not doing it. I've made that decision. So these other 2, one of them is another kind of hormone therapy, and the other one is the trial with hormone therapy. So and so far the studies for both are about the same. People that start treatment at my stage usually get about 2 years. So I've got a bunch of homework to do. I didn't make any decisions, of course, yesterday, and I don't have to make any right away. I don't see her again until the 23rd, so I've got a few weeks to kind of mull this over and do some research and decide which route I'm going to go. In the meantime, I've got to put together a bucket list. So the only thing I really have on there for me, the only thing I've ever really wanted to do is to travel. I really have always wanted to go to Japan, and I've always wanted to see Europe. Those are the 2 biggest ones. And there's other stuff on the list, but I don't think those are practical. Like, I'd love to go back to South America, but it's a third world country. There's no running water, and Peru specifically. I've been there 3 times, so I'd love to go to India. There's lots of places I would like to go, but those Europe and Japan, I think, is what I'm gonna try and do, and probably do some traveling around the States, like New York and Washington D.C. and things like that. My doctor doesn't think I'm going to be able to do the traveling long. I guess flying is really hard on your lungs, and that that's where the disease is really taken off. And I can feel it. The last 3 weeks especially, just feels like I have pneumonia all the time. So that's where we are. I've got some tough choices to make. Luckily, I have some time to kind of mull it over. And I've got some trips to plan. And I don't even know where to start. Suddenly feel like I have to race a clock. I don't even know where to start. I don't know what else to say. I think I'm still kind of in shock. And I feel a little sad. I'm worried about all my loved ones. But I'm not afraid. I'm not really angry anymore. I just want to make the best of whatever time I get left. I have to thank everyone, of course, again, for all the encouragement and love and support. This has already been 3 years. And it has been an interesting experience. It's interesting how your perspective on life changes when you're faced with the end of it. I'm just at a loss for words. I probably will continue to try and do these videos. I don't know how long. I don't know if that's really a good idea. I don't know, but I will do them for as long as I can, as long as I'm comfortable. I don't want anyone to feel like they have to watch them, because if it's too hard or too upsetting, don't feel obligated. I guess that's all I've got. Yeah, all I can really say is thank you. Everybody's given me so much encouragement and support, and it's made a big difference. And to all my friends and family, I hope you all know how much I absolutely love you. And I want to spend some time with everyone and make some memories over the next however long it's going to be. Yeah, I don't intend to give up quite yet. I mean, I know that this is the worst case scenario. This is what everyone was afraid was going to happen. This was the route we were really hoping was not going to take place, but I'm going to make the most of it regardless. And I'm not going to give up. So I'll keep you all posted.